Hi, it's Amy. Amy Goes to Uganda. So this is my week and a half update post-op. I started in January, first visit with my surgeon, and my weight was like 246 pounds. I know that for a fact. I kind of acting like I don't know that, but I do know that for a fact. On February 7th, I visited with my nutritionist, who is also the coordinator of the program at the bariatric things, the center, the LapBand center that I go to. And I weighed 251 pounds. So I have gained some weight. Since that date, today, I have lost 29 pounds. Today I weighed in at 222 pounds. So, yay! Raise the roof! Woo, woo, woo. Okay, so, yeah. That was really corny. Sorry about that. That was really bad. Okay, so, yeah. I was doing great last week. Had no pain whatsoever. Went to work on Wednesday afternoon for an hour. Came home, was a little tired. Or Thursday and Friday, slept most of the day. Then on Saturday, I did my normal errands. And then I went to church, and we have normal chairs, like normal church, or like normal chairs, like you sit in. And I noticed a pain a little in my port area. In fact, it was pretty intense, actually. And I couldn't get comfortable, and I kept adjusting and things like that. And then I thought it was just because I was up all day and had worn a bra all day. Yeah. So, anyway, I didn't think anything of it, but the next day I felt really tired, and I basically stayed in bed all day on Sunday, and I was trying to do that too because I knew that I was going back to work on Monday. So yeah, I went back to work on Monday, and actually got there a little early, and I'm not an early bird at work. I'm usually about 5 to 10 minutes late, and I work 8 to 5. Well, actually I work longer, but normal, I'm supposed to work 8 to 5. So I got to work like 10 minutes early to work, so it was like 7:50 or something like that. And I started working, and tomorrow's a busy day for us, and I was going to get all that work done, and had started, like my phone started ringing, it was ringing all crazy, and I was running here, there, and everywhere. And I had allowed myself not to take the stairs, which I'm very thankful for, and I'd also, I had posted a question on the Back to Basics group in Facebook and asked if I should start working out again, like hardcore, like I was working out, and everyone's like, no, don't do it. And I'm glad I didn't, that I took the advice, because I think I would have been in worse shape. 10:30, my chair, like the butt was tilted up. And it has always been, because I want higher posture and I want to be up higher. So I was sitting that way all morning, and at 10:30, I felt like my port was caving in, and that it was, I was either crushing my port or it was going in deeper. So, like it kind of knocked the breath out of me and kind of was just gross. And like it got worse and worse, and so I got up and I was walking around. I was trying to do it. My port's in a different place, like it's really, really high, and it's that way because my surgeon doesn't want someone. I travel a lot outside the country, and he doesn't want someone to access it and cause me damage if something were to happen to me. He wants me to be able to access my own port, and so. Yeah, and so I call my mom to ask her to bring me some pain medicine. She comes, and in I was sweating crazy, like serious pain, like I would say like a 9 on the pain scale. And she gets there with the pain medicine. I called the surgeon's office and told them what was going on, and the nurse was like, "Oh, just take some pain medicine. Do you have some?" I was like, "Yeah, I didn't take it last week." And she was like, "Take it, and it'll be sore for a couple of days. And you're coming in on Wednesday, but if it gets worse, I'll have the surgeon to meet you somewhere. And I was like, okay. So I finished, or I had to leave early. Like by 12 o'clock, I was dying. And so I went home. And then yesterday, and I had changed the tilt of my chair, so now my butt's like lower than my legs are. It's really weird. And so I changed that. And so yesterday I was able to make it to 150. And I wasn't in as bad as pain as I was the day before, but I was still in pain. And I came home and I went straight to bed. And I slept most of the night. So today I went to meet with my follow-up appointment to see my surgeon. And I was telling the nurse about my pain, and she was like, "So are you feeling better?" I was like, "I'm feeling a little bit better, but it's still very tender." And I felt like I was being crushed, and I was telling her about it. And the doctor was like standing in a doorway, like an office doorway. Like he was talking to the guy who's in charge of who's the coordinator of the clinic. And he heard me say that, and I was like, oh my God, the pain was so intense, it was unreal. And he goes, "You're in pain?" And I was like, yes. I felt like my pain, or my port was being pushed, or I was crushing my port, or it was flipping or something. So I think I mentioned this in one of my videos, like post-op, about how I have a crater in my stomach. And how and he was like, I was kind of anticipating for that. That's why I pulled the skin and the muscles inward, so that when your port won't move. But if it does move, it'll move in the correct place, and it will actually flatten your stomach out where that crater is. So yeah, that would have been nice to know beforehand. So he gave me some pain medicine, told me I was doing great. You know, I've lost 30 pounds, well, 29. And that he was really proud of me and keep up the good work. And I'm on solid foods because I've been starving. I mean, literally starving the last week since the surgery. Well, first day was okay, but I'm like hungry, like my stomach growls and stuff. So today, I also had an appointment with my Nuka. It's like a chiropractor, but is nothing like a chiropractor. He's classified as a chiropractor, but he's really not. They focus on the first 8 vertebrae. And he's all organic, natural, homeopathic kind of doctor. And prescribes like herbs and supplements and remedies and things like that. And I do see a naturopath. And I haven't told him, like, I've been seeing him for like a year and a half, and I haven't told him about going, or that I was having this done. And so, but I knew I was out of alignment from surgery, and I needed to get that fixed. And so, he knew that I had had surgery, but he didn't know what. And so he asked me today, so what kind of surgery did you have? And I told him, and he had this face of disappointment on, and it was horrible. I mean, it was absolutely horrible, and I felt like I disappointed him, and yeah, I mean, it was bad. It's like, why did you do that to your body? Like, your body's, you know, he didn't say any of this, and he would never say any of this, but that's how I felt. Yeah, and so I know I'm going to be getting a lot of that, especially because I'm a vegan, and I believe in homeopathic and the natural remedies and things like that. But I had tried everything else. Look, I really had tried everything else. I have been a vegan for 2 years. And I had lost 67 pounds on my own. But I was starting to gain it back. And it's hard. I mean, it's really hard. And I don't know how to deal with that. And I guess that's something I'm going to have to really learn. But I didn't want to put this out there because I'm a huge One Tree Hill fan, and they just had their season finale, or their finale, show finale, and it was like, think of a wish and bury it in your heart and think of it really, really, now bury it, now work toward it. And that's my wish. My wish is to be skinny. But more importantly, is not to struggle with weight anymore. And not to judge myself and be hard on myself when I don't lose weight. But I want to work and do everything I possibly can to become the best version of myself. And nobody else can do this. I have to do this. So, yeah. Lots of love. Hugs and kisses. Love you guys. Thanks. Bye.